Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a regular plan with me in my Erin Condren Vertical Neutral for the week of September 2nd through September 2nd, that's wrong, see, I'm already messing up, guys. September 20th through the 26th, oh dear Lord. I am planning for the week of September 20th through the 26th. I'm going to be using this older style Sweet Kawaii Design kit. It is the Hello Fall, and the colors in this are just kind of what I'm feeling, those really like fall vibe colors. But it's just your standard kit. It would have been, well, it would have been, I think it was still a mystery kit at the time, but maybe it was a kawaii kit. Not exactly sure. I've only used this kit once, so I definitely have a lot of stickers still here. And then that is the dual sticker date covers and then your bottom washi. So I'm also bringing in some of the Simply Gilded washi here and some of this Sweet Kawaii Design washi that kind of matches the kit perfectly. With that being said, what I'm doing right now is I'm actually on Instagram Live, so they're seeing me forward facing. I feel so sorry for them because no makeup, look a mess, and all the things. But I'm going to be dual planning because I wanted to see how this goes. So we are going to get started, and I am going to start with the date covers, not date covers, the headers. I feel so lost because vacation felt like, honestly, this has been the longest week of work in my life. So vacation feels like it was like a month ago, which means I haven't actually put down any planner stickers, like as far as like setting up a kit and everything, in like 3 weeks because I pre-planned so far ahead knowing that I wasn't going to have time for this when I got back. So I'm so glad that I did. I almost didn't pre-plan last week, or like the week we're currently on, because I was like, oh, we're gonna get back on Monday, that's not too bad. I'm so glad that future self was thinking of me and was like, you're gonna be tired as hell. Maybe you shouldn't plan on setting up your planner when you get back home because you're not going to be able to. But here we are. So I can kind of talk a little bit about vacation. For you watching on YouTube, I've told the people on Instagram that if they have any questions that they want to ask about vacation specifically, or just like what's going on with life right now, where have I been, what have I been doing, those kind of things that they could ask and I'll answer. So if I kind of sound a little rambly, it's because I'll probably be answering and looking at the phone camera and then also making sure that we're still making a decent YouTube video. So there was some like little Sharpie smudges on my kit. Like I said, it's at least 2 years old, I think. Not really sure how the Sharpie smudged on this page, but it sure did. So some of the headers have like little black speckles in it. Okay, so vacation, it really does feel like it was a month ago. It feels so long ago. We went on the road trip from our home near Kansas City to the New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania area for a wedding. And let me just talk about the drive here for a little bit. The drive itself, going out there, we stopped frequently. We didn't drive all the way out in one go. We stopped at different places along the way. We stopped in Indiana for a little bit. We stopped in Columbus. I'm trying to think back like our trip chronologically. We tried to find a lot of like children's museums because I do have a 1-year-old, and being that much in the car was making me feel really guilty. Like, I can suffer in a car for however many hours, and like, yeah, I'm not going to be comfortable, but I can kind of scoot around the car, like I can change positions in the seat. Well, like, Jensen can't do that, so it was making me feel really guilty when he didn't want to get back in the car and get in the car seat. So it kind of became like a challenge every time we stopped. Like, we were just dreading getting back in the car because I didn't want him to be miserable. Also, for my YouTube peoples, I'm drinking coffee. So if I stop planning for a little bit, but I'm still talking, it's because I'm talking to Instagram and drinking coffee too. So hold on just a second. I'm just drinking standard coffee. Well, espresso coffee, Nespresso coffee, with some creamer in it. Nothing fancy by any means. I'm moving on to my checklist now. But actually, Jensen did really, really well on the trip. Trying to find my checklist. Did a lot better, and I feel like I need to give him all the credit in the world because truthfully, he did significantly better than I thought he would, even when it was a little challenging for us and us feeling guilty about being in the car so much. Like, he did really well. He did well in the hotel rooms. I mean, for like a brand new 1-year-old and being in hotel rooms every single night, we were switching hotel rooms for the most part, and some were much more accommodating than others. And just some of the areas that we were in were a little bit more accommodating than others that had things really close that we could either walk to or like a quick drive to go do. Some places we stayed had more food options near us. We tried to have food on hand for Jensen for snacks and for like his pre-breakfast when we have to give him his medicines. Most of the time we ate like breakfast in the hotels, lunches. Most of the time my husband and I didn't get to eat lunches, or we ate very little lunches, but we made sure Jensen was fed, which was, I mean, that was the most important thing. It's not like we weren't, most of the time we were driving over the lunch hour, just because that kind of lined up with Jensen's napping and trying to figure out how we could get him to best sleep in the car, or at least a little bit of sleep in the car. And yeah, so that wasn't that bad. The stops that we did, like our number one favorite stop, like aside from the wedding stuff, would have been Hershey, Pennsylvania. We absolutely loved Hershey. Like the actual town itself was really nice and clean. The stuff at Hershey was really nice and clean. It was such a beautiful day. The people were so nice. Jensen was having a great time. So if we were to go back on a vacation, specifically anywhere that we went, it would be back to Hershey. Definitely would wait for him to be a little bit older so that we could do like the amusement park and they had like a zoo and like all the tours and stuff. He couldn't do any of that. Honestly, it was just for me to go for like nostalgia's sake because my mom used to go there all the time. So that was more like the reason why we went there and made that stop, but I'm really glad that we did, because if we choose to ever go back to that side of the country, that'd be like a good little vacation, I think. Some of the places we definitely do not ever plan on going back to: New York City. I don't have any desire to go back. If I do go back, because there are things that I wanted to do that we just were not able to do. If I were to go back, I would do it so differently. I would not take a 1-year-old. And there were things that I wanted to do that we didn't get to do. Pittsburgh, not a huge fan of Pittsburgh. We stayed there. Like the town that we stayed in, just right outside of Pittsburgh, it was nice. And we were in a good little shopping area, so like access to food was good. But yeah, it was not very exciting. We more so like drove through it more than anything, and we were just like, no, this isn't a place to go. Another place we would go though, and we were like surprisingly shocked by, was Indianapolis. We drove through it coming home, and honestly we stopped there because I was trying to find the state mugs that we went to at Starbucks. Still haven't found my Indiana mug, but that's okay. We stopped in Indy at a couple of Starbucks to check there to see if we could get that mug. No such luck, but that is okay. I will get it. But we went by their like little downtown area. They have this, well, we were right by the Colts Stadium. There's a Starbucks right there, but there's like a downtown monument. It's this huge like monument in the middle of their downtown area right by the Starbucks. And hey guys, I'm also filming my YouTube video right now, so I'm doing both. So it's going to be a little bit of a different video type. But yeah, Indy was fun. The little bits that we did see, their like downtown life was really kind of neat. Let's see, bottom washi, date covers, and then I'll do the sidebar, and then I'll stop and show Instagram kind of what this is looking like. I'm kind of digging this like peachy coral vibe. These are my options, and I think I'm gonna go with this top one. Yay, I have missed your YouTube videos. Oh, thank you. I did like the pre-planning of a couple, and I missed last week actually, like not having a video go up last Sunday. It was, I don't know, it was different. I'm glad I took a little bit of time off though, because life's just been so crazy coming back from vacation and trying to like get back into the swing of things. So I'm glad I had a little bit of time off, but I'm glad to be back. Like, this is my self-care, and even filming of the videos, it's still my self-care, and I needed this. So what else about our trip? Yeah, if you guys have any questions for me about my trip or life, just shoot them off. Like, I'd love to have stuff to talk about. So specifically that you guys would want to hear. Jensen's currently napping, so as soon as he does wake up, I'll have to pop off, but we're just trying to see how far we can get. Date covers. It does feel a little different to like coming back to planning, because like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've been able to plan. Oh, I didn't think about this. You know what? The date covers just aren't going to be able to match the headers, and that's okay. What was the worst thing about New York? I know you hated it. The worst part for me was how unexpected my anxiety was. Like, not that I had anxiety. I have anxiety. I wasn't expecting it to hit the way that it did and the severity that it did. We were driving, and we were driving from, well, no, Hershey. We left Hershey and went to New York. So we hadn't really, like, we've not been on that part of the country, so we weren't really sure what to expect. But it's like you are not in the city, and then all of a sudden you are in the city. And we had planned on actually like stopping to get lunch before actually getting into the city because of hotel check-in times and things like that. But once we got there, it just kind of was like, boom, here's the city. And we couldn't stop at that point. Like, you were just going into the city. And just driving into the city and seeing all of the buildings, like, I start panicking. And I'm like in the back seat, and I'm trying to like keep Jensen happy and entertained. And I am like starting to gag. I'm like, I feel claustrophobic. I can't, like, it hit me so hard so fast, and I was like trying to make light of it because I didn't want to freak Jensen out either, and that kind of helped me not freak out quite as much. But we get into the city. First of all, driving in the city is just freaking insane. We drive in Kansas City traffic, and like New York is a different culture. Couldn't find the hotel. Like, it is smashed up in between buildings, and we couldn't find it. So we were like driving around and like, where is this hotel? And just because of the close proximity of the buildings and all the streets and all the one-ways and then all the people honking at you, and we're like, oh, don't you see we're not from here? That wasn't very fun. We eventually got to the hotel, but we didn't, like, we drove past it, and then we had to find the parking garage. Well, online on the hotel's website, it kind of makes it feel like just like anywhere else. Like, you're gonna go park in our parking garage, and it's gonna be like $40 a day, and like, it doesn't say anything like that. So we had to call because we couldn't find their parking garage. Well, it's because they don't actually have their parking garage. It was like just a downtown parking. It was just like a downtown parking facility. And this is not the first time I have seen like this kind of parking garage where you give them your car and they go park it for you, because it's not really like parking stalls parking garage. More of like a, how can we play Tetris with people's vehicles to smash as many cars in here to make as much money as we can. So when we got there, the people didn't speak English very well, so it was very hard to understand, especially like, whoa, what do you want us to do? Where do you want us to put the car? So that was a little frustrating. And then he's like, yeah, you aren't going to have access, so when are you checking out? So we told him, you know, we're going to leave in 2 days, and he's like, yeah, you don't have access to your car, so you can't go do anything. So go have fun, explore what you can by foot, have a good day. So luckily we were able to get checked into the hotel early, like I think it was only an hour early at that point, but they got us checked in and there had been a water leak, like a big water leak. So they had to shut off an entire floor. And hey Danielle, I am also filming my YouTube video at the same time. So if I'm like looking up here, it's because I'm looking at my camera and doing Instagram all at the same time. So they had a huge water leak. One of the floors was completely shut off. They also had to turn off all the water. So like we got there and all the water was shut off. Not a big deal. We made it work. Our hotel room we knew was going to be small, but it was very dirty. And it was not good. Everything was like broken in it. Because of where we were, there was no microwave, no fridge, but we had like Jensen's medicine that we had to keep refrigerated. So we had to get ice and cool. It was just frustrating. We immediately were like, let's get out of this hotel room because we don't want to be in here either, and we start walking around New York City. We have Jensen in a stroller. He's loving life. He loves people watching, so he's doing great. I am trying to we were going to walk to see where the Harry Potter store was, and so I was pushing the stroller and I had my phone in my hand while I was trying to look at the directions for going, but I'm like very super vigilant because I'm freaking out because it's New York City and there's all these people. Like we were literally walking maybe a minute and this guy straight up tries to hit my phone out of my hand, knocks me over, and I was like, nah, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here. I don't like people and I don't like being hit. Like, don't bump into me. Don't try and knock my phone out of my hand. Like, I will fight you. Please don't. I am setting up my sidebar right now. I think I'm gonna do 3 habit trackers. We'll do 3 for fun. 2. Let's do 2, I think. So we walked to the Harry Potter store, and if you guys know anything about the Harry Potter store, so it's very new. It opened this summer. There is like a virtual queue that you have to get inside the building. They're very limited. Well, they're very limited on how many people they let in at the store at a time. So you scan a QR code, you get a text that says like, okay, now it's time, your time to enter. Well, we get there, there's actually no line. Like, we get to just walk in. It's packed. It's so packed. There's so many people in there, you can't even move around. And we brought Jensen's really small stroller so that we could move around things really easily. I'm so glad we did, because the elevators were broken and you couldn't use the elevators, so to get to the lower level you had to use the stairs. Well, we had him in a stroller, so with the 2 of us, it was super light and easy to just carry him down the stairs. But there were so many people, I start panicking. I'm like, I need to use the restroom, and the line for the restroom was like 1 million people long, and at this point, I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I want to get out of this store. Couldn't really take pictures, which is one of the things I had wanted to do, so I was like, this isn't gonna work. But the next day, we were supposed to meet up with friends. They were going to kind of be our tour guides around New York City. They were going to help us maneuver with the subway, and so that we could go sightsee. And it was my husband. It was like the one thing he wanted to do this trip was to go meet up with these people. So I'm like inside, I'm like, I need to get out of this city. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm freaking out. I'm panicking. Get me the hell out of here. And this color is not quite right. I'm gonna pull it up. This color washi that I'm using, not really what I wanted. But I knew that that was like the one thing he wanted to do. So I wanted to respect him and really try and fight through it to see if I could just hang in there. So I tell him, like, fine, I'm okay to stay in New York City. We had planned on being there like the full next day after all of this had happened. And I was like, let's, let me go to Target, let me get some things for Jensen. Like, we need more wipes, and we needed a little bit more food for him. So we'd go in a couple of stores, and I'm like, okay, I think I can do this. We go to bed that night, and then the next morning the people we were supposed to meet up with were sick. So they ended up not meeting with us, and that was like our perfect out of the city, and we rearranged our schedule. So thankful that we did. That made a huge difference. It changed the trajectory for our trip immensely, because I'm telling you, if I had had to spend the next day in New York City, I don't know that we would have had a good rest of our vacation, and it was just a bit much. So let me put in the finishing touches on the sidebar, and I'll show Instagram. For those of you just hopping on, I'm also filming my YouTube video at the same time, so we're kind of doing this little dual thing here today. Gonna see what you guys think, so comment on my YouTube video tomorrow to show me or tell me you guys your thoughts on how this went. But that was why I was not the biggest fan of New York City. It was really more of like the emotional, the mental part of it, I guess. I do want to go back someday, because we didn't even get to see the Statue of Liberty. Like, we didn't get to see anything. So if I were to go back in the future, I would not be staying in the city. I want to go with someone who knows what they're doing, and I want to be able to do all like the sightseeing stuff. Would not take a 1-year-old. I wish someone, out of all the people on Instagram and all of our friends and family, everyone's just like, oh my god, you're gonna have the greatest time in New York City. It's gonna be the best experience. And I'm like, what the hell? Y'all are wrong. So wrong. As soon as we left and I had posted on Instagram that we were leaving, everyone started messaging me and was like, that was the greatest thing you did. Like, I'm so glad you left. It made me nervous you were there. And I'm like, where were you guys before this? I needed you before we left for this trip to tell me that. So, I don't know. So instead of doing that day in New York, we were able to do a different day in New Jersey. And I'm very glad that we did, because we enjoyed Jersey a lot. It was fun. Even the day that it rained, and we were there the entire day it rained, like, we were able to find some like indoor play places for Jensen, and they were actually really cool and a lot of fun. Alright, coffee break over. I need a full box to go into the sidebar here. I don't have a lot of options, because there's only 2 full box quotes in here. This one doesn't have any quote options, and this one has 2. So if you watched me plan for a little bit, I actually just put down the weekly schedule. That's this like corally peach color. So this one is out. So I think I'm going to use this one that says Fall Breeze and Autumn Leaves. So we'll use that one up in the corner. And then, I mean, I'm not super, you know what, I may do the, I'm gonna do the coral one. I like it less that color is not quite the same color as the washi. I'll show you guys in just a second what I mean, but yeah, that was a good question though. So if anyone has any other questions about vacation and how things went, more specific things of what we did. I tried I'm not really liking how this is laying out this time, this sidebar. I tried putting pictures every day from our trip on Instagram, and I tried kind of saying what we did, but I didn't want to put everything in there, otherwise that post would be like 1,000,000 miles long. So that is what we're looking like so far. I will show you guys here. Standard, it's my standard layout that I use every week. I didn't cut the checklist down because this is a vertical sized kit. Oh, I do need to put headers on, dang. See, this is what happens when I don't plan for a little bit. Whew. And Jensen's still sleeping, which is awesome. Let's see. I love watching your YouTube plan with me videos, so watching this live plan with me is so fun. Okay, good. I'm glad. I want the feedback for sure. So this is going to go up on my YouTube channel tomorrow too. So if you guys are watching, you'll also get to kind of watch it on YouTube. That way you can see, I don't know. I think it's kind of fun because you can kind of pop in and out. I know not everyone's going to sit here for 40 whatever minutes and watch me ramble and plan, but you can always pop on, say hey, and then I don't know if you watch all 40 minutes of my rambly plan with me on YouTube anyway, but you can kind of go back and pick and choose what you want to watch, I guess. I don't know. So that's kind of, we'll see. Are you going to show the last 2 weeks in the YouTube video? Like my finished spreads? Because I definitely can. What I'll probably do, maybe I'll probably hop off here. Yeah, I'll probably hop off Instagram. Well, chances are Jensen's going to wake up before I get to finish this anyway, but I'll probably do that at the end of this video. I can go through and show like more up close. I posted pictures on Instagram, but yeah, you can't really, I mean, unless you're like, here, let me zoom in on your picture. I think it's easier to see on the video. I can do that though, for sure. Let me get these headers down. This week coming up, thankfully, is like a normal, slow week. Because work is still insane. Like I knew going on vacation during the school year because I work in the schools was not the greatest idea, but we were going for a wedding, so it's not like it was truly my choice to be like, let's just hop on the car and go on this vacation. We were going for a reason. We just decided to turn it into a longer vacation because we didn't want to fly with Jensen. We just, does not sit still very well yet. I think he probably would have done okay if we had had the car seat on the plane like we were allowed to do. So I think if we'd done it that way, I think he would have been okay. We just were not ready to travel like in a plane with him yet. Coffee break, YouTube. Congratulations, you get to wait for me. So expanding our trip so that we could drive, I think helped. Especially with Jensen. Like it was a long trip. I'm glad we came back. So I knew going on vacation was not, I knew things were going to be crazy with work when I got back. I knew it. I was not naive to that. I just, this week was a little more hellish at work than I had expected. So ultimately, I am putting down a bill due on Monday. Ooh, no, I need to do baths first. Let me do baths first. This week was probably the worst work week I've had in my life. I am no longer at the point where I can even really stress about things at work. Like, I'm not stressed. Like, I'm so past stressed And I didn't know there was a level past stressed. When you are at work and you're joking with your coworkers, but also you're like, no, this might be a good idea. I was like, it might be easier if I just got fired. Like, if they could just fire me, my life would be easier. And then I'm like, they're so short-handed, they couldn't fire me if they wanted to, because what good would that do? I sincerely love my job. I love what I do so much, but we're so short-staffed, and we have so many new teachers that they were able to get to come work that there's a lot of new and a lot of people not doing their jobs correctly, whether that's because they either don't know or they just don't care or they don't have the support to be able to do their jobs correctly. It's making my job miserable. I worked over 8 hours every single day this week. I mean, aside from Monday, because I had already had that day off. I worked so much this week. I am still exhausted from it. I ultimately did have to go to my administration and say, I need help. I hate coming to work right now. I am miserable. I need something to change or I will not be here. I will walk and I will pay the penalty. I will pay whatever I have to pay to not have to do this anymore. And it took them a couple days to respond, but I did get a response. And they are trying to help me figure out how to get through this part of the school year. Although I'm not thinking that it's truly like a short-term thing. I think this is going to be a full school year thing. So I think I need to get in my mind that this school year I will not be my best work. And I thought that would be last school year, but it's continuing into this school year. So right now we're going on, since COVID happened, since then, work has not been good. And I am to that point where I am just so done. Mentally, I just don't know how much more I can handle of doing this kind of workload, dealing with this kind of amount of people who don't know their job or aren't doing their job or whatever the case may be. But I'm burnt out, just like many of my coworkers. The amount of, I would say stress, but like we're past the point of being able to feel stress anymore. It's like you're so numb to the stress of this job that like when something happens that I would normally be like freaking out internally about, like I don't even feel it anymore. And I'm like, that's probably not healthy, that I don't even feel panic when I get emails that are like, you have an IUP in an hour. Thank you, here you go. I forgot to tell you. I don't even panic anymore because I'm like, well, I don't really know what to do about it. You didn't tell me, so I guess that's my license on the line because you failed to tell me about a report. So that is what I've been dealing with, like, life-wise. I am putting down a podcast sticker now for my currently reading, and I just started yesterday stalking Jack the Ripper, which is the Books and Planners book club read for the month of September. I'm into it. Like, I think maybe I'm like 30 minutes into it, but I like it. So I'm excited about that. Still tracking my steps, so I do need to get that typography. Working out has not happened since before we left for vacation, and I'm gonna give myself one more week, like this week that I'm planning for, to not work out because work is still unmanageable at this point. I know that working out is definitely what I need to do because that is also stress relief for me, but I just cannot do one more thing right now. So I'm using a little shoe icon for walking because, oh, I should have done 3. That's okay. Should have done 3 habits. I do want to track walking, and I want to track the days that I get in my planner and plan. So I need to find a little sticker for that too. Last week I used the Mixie Cat Stuff one. I think this week I'm going to use an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And I think that's it for my sidebar. So I'll show you guys my sidebar now that I have a few icons in there. Again, it's pretty much my standard stuff. But now I don't remember what I was talking about. Story of my life. That's where we're at right now. But I want to stick with my job. I know that quitting or walking out is not beneficial to anyone, any of my friends, coworkers. So I just need to figure out how to mentally prep myself every day that I do go in and figure out how I can get more help during the day, during the work day, because these staying up until midnight, 1 o'clock kind of stuff for work is not working out for me in a positive way. So Monday, the only thing we have planned is Jensen's swim, which is a normal thing that happens on Mondays. Hey! So I keep telling people, but I'm also planning I'm filming my YouTube video too. So if I'm looking up, it's because I've got the camera there. So I'm Instagram living, doing the YouTube. We're doing it both today. But if you have any questions about my vacation, how life has been, what I've been up to, go ahead and ask and I'll answer it. I am getting out, well, right now I'm getting out the water plant stickers to put on Monday and Thursday. But, yeah, so we just have swim Monday. It's like, this is going to be a normal week, aside from all the extra work that I'm gonna have to do. But off topic, but how do you keep up with your son's memory planner? I'm always behind. So how I keep up with my memory planners, I literally have to sit down and do it every day. He goes to bed, I come in and I just do it. Now, I'm not saying that that happens every single day because it doesn't. I don't have, maybe I had to do Thursday. No, I don't think I've done up to Thursday. So I don't have Thursday, Friday, and then today, Saturday. So I don't have any of that done from this week. Just because, like, the work demand has been a little bit crazy this week. But as soon as he goes to bed, I come in here and I just get it done. Because otherwise, I don't. I always think, like, oh, I'll just put it off until the weekend. He'll take a nap and I'll do my planners. And then, like, nap time comes around, which is right now. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I want to nap. I am so tired. I want to nap. I don't want to plan. So that has worked out better for me to try and do it like every single night after he goes to bed. I just sit down and do it. It takes me 5 minutes. I usually then go do other things around the house for a little bit and then I'll come back and do like the rest of my planner. But like I try so hard to make my memory planner the priority because I have the worst memory. Pregnancy made it 1,000 times worse. And it's gone. Like, I have no memory left. Like, I swear I'm like a 10-second Tom, no joke. See? Like, what am I doing? Monday. I'm working on Monday. We have swim class. That is it. I need to put that down. So that is just, there's no way around it. I force it to be a priority. I make my husband make me do it. So let's see. I have some full boxes. The chances of me using this kit again are very slim. I will probably use it in like my memory planner because I only use headers and date covers and the bottom washi. So I'm not going to limit myself on using the like functional stickers. So I'm just going to use what I've got. I do want to go ahead maybe and use, I could use a full box, just like little functional full box sticker here for swim, because I know I will be working late on Monday, into the evening, not like staying after late, because Jensen swim is a priority to me. I need to fix this. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to work tomorrow, and I'll have to work Monday evening too. Like I said, things just are really hard at work right now, and those are the times that I can get things done. So we'll go to swim, we'll go to dinner, we'll come home, I'll get Jensen to bed, and then I'll work some on Monday. Coffee break. Cheers, YouTube. I don't know how this is going, but I'm kind of enjoying the dual screens. It makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself and I'm getting a YouTube video out of it, so. And Jensen is still sleeping, which is awesome. Okay. Let me put down a swim stickers right now make me feel really weird putting them in my planner. We started swim class, I think, back in April. So it started being like warmer, and so my spreads were more like warm, summery type things. So putting swim stickers in it was like no big deal. But now I'm like, I want the fall. I want all the fall kits, and putting in swim stickers, I'm like, that's weird. Feels funky. Because they're brighter colors, and they definitely clash very hard with the colors in these fall kits. That's okay though. So that's it. I have room up top. Like, I can't really put a half box there. Like, I might. Let me see. If I put a half box, it's kind of funky. Like, the spacing isn't quite enough to even put an icon and something small. So what I probably will do is grab out quarter box. It would be very smart of me to go to Starbucks Monday morning. Maybe I'll switch this up a bit. Okay. Bear with me. I think what I'm going to do is put the quarter box underneath this full box. And then I'll just leave the white space above the full box. I'll show you guys on Instagram here in just a second. Let me get this full box down, and then I think what I'll do is probably just put down a coffee sticker in this white space. I think I'll put a coffee sticker here, and then I've got those. The quarter box I'll probably use for either working that night at home, or we probably won't have time to go on a walk. Probably not, but maybe something like that. Let me grab out, I really want to use my Simon coffee sticker on my freebie, but I need to open some Happy Mail that has an extra one in there. I know I started using one though somewhere. Maybe I'll hold off. I know I opened one already and had started using. I'm like looking at my desk and I can't find it. I have a hard time using my freebies. I want to always keep one so that I have it for like memory's sakes, but then it seems silly if I don't use the rest. This is not my coffee. This isn't going to help me. I don't know if anyone is like that, if you collect the freebies from Sweet Kawaii Design. The PR freebies, not like the, I definitely use the Freebie Friday freebies, because to me, if I don't use the stickers, it's just, it feels weird. I want to use them. I do very much enjoy, oh, you know what? I might use this FU Po with the iced coffee drink. I'm going to show Instagram real fast, that one. I don't know if it's focusing or not, but I want to use that. So what I enjoy seeing is the people who do hoard them and then show them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember that one. Like, it's kind of cool. Darshell did like a little flip through of her journaling cards, and I don't use the journaling cards, and I get rid of them. I give them to people who do collect them and hoard them. But we've got a lot of Poe going on this day. That's okay. I give them away. Like, when I get a big stack, I'm like, who needs these? Who is looking for specific ones? Because I'm at that point in my planning career, my planner lifetime, where I'm like, if I am not actively using it, I don't need it. Like, I can always go back and get stuff again if I decide that that's what I want to do. With that being said, this is my die cut box. It is where die cuts go to die. I do use die cuts. I use them actually a lot for me, but I just have a stack of them. Let me see. I used to hoard them, now I use them all. Same with me. And then I keep the freebies too. I need to stop hoarding them. I keep hoarding the journaling cards. I have a stack of journaling cards and no idea what to do with them. Okay, so I'm not alone. I don't know. I want to be able to use things. I feel like my house is so full of junk right now. In a good way. Like, it's full of baby stuff and toys and all the things, but my planner desk is a little bit exploded right now. I used to practice hand lettering a lot. I don't have time to do that right now. I don't want to get rid of my stuff, but also part of me is like, when I do have time to go back to it, am I going to want those things or am I going to want new things? I'll probably want new things because that's just me, but I don't want to be wasteful either. But I could also sell them and make a little bit of money that I can turn around and use for stickers that I'm currently using. So, I don't know. Anyway, going on to Tuesday, I have added some to my B6 to separate months. That's a good idea. No, that makes sense too. So, like, the journaling cards, they're super cute, and I wish that I had enough memory in my mind to use them in like little photo holders, because my desk could look really, really cute by switching those out. But I don't think about it. Hold on, let me get to Tuesday, start putting this down, otherwise this video is, well, it's already going to be over an hour long, so that's exciting. Tuesday, the only thing we have going on, my dad, like, we're going to my dad's for dinner, and then my Invisalign tray switched back to Tuesday, so I gotta switch those back. I was switching them out every Thursday, but I had an emergency situation happen, and I had to keep my trays in a little bit longer until I could get into the orthodontist and they could help me figure out what was going on. Anywho, back to journaling cards. So I've seen people use them just as decor because, like, they're cute. But as far as in my planner, before Jensen, I had all the time in the world to do all these fancy things in my planner, and now, like, I don't need that. I need my weekly spreads. I need those. Like, that is what I refer to. All the extra stuff in the planner, I don't need. But I do like the idea of putting like a back to it, like a lined paper back to the journaling cards. They have some really cute ones, or even just like some cardstock. But because Tasha's information is on the back of them, most like every other shop too, you've got like your business information on the back. But I want to put like a solid back to it and then laminate it and then using it as like a reusable sticky note kind of thing. I think that would be really kind of fun. I definitely would use that for work, and it would be functional. Like, I'm always needing sticky notes to like jot something down really quick. I think it'd be really cute to just have a stack of those journaling cards laminated on my desk that I could write with the wet erase markers, and then I could just reuse them. It'd be so much, like, that is a better use of it. That's a good idea. See, sometimes I should do that. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I should do that. Let me add in, on a full box, all I have is that same pattern. Let me use this leafy pattern. here. Maybe I'll, nah. Okay, sorry. You guys can't see on Instagram, like, what I'm him-hawing about over here. I'm trying to figure out, like, what I want to do with my spread for Tuesday. I just had it. Where did it go? This full box is what I'm looking for. Or half box. Let's see. Okay, sweet. There's Tuesday. No, we're not done yet. Sorry. Let me finish this and then I will flip it around and show Instagram. I need to put in my $2 Tuesday, Freebie Friday. Because, man, that's the only thing I feel like I posted planner-wise while I was on vacation. It did make me feel really guilty. I'm like, oh my gosh, I PR for Tasia and I, like, am not PRing. I need to do this. There's even a Friday that I think it was last Friday, that I only ended up posting it in my stories because I was so, I don't know, I was not on Instagram. Like, I was on Instagram to post the pictures of our vacation so that they were there and people from home, like friends and family, could see what we were doing. But that's about it. My phone got used a lot to entertain Jensen. Laminated journaling cards would be awesome. Could give the laminated cards as a gift for the holidays too. I actually think that it's a really neat, like, functional idea. I don't hate it. It is a cute idea too. Like, I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Because there's so much you could do with that too, because Tasia comes out with so many, like, themed ones. You could do one for every month of the year, and you could make, like, a little ring with the laminated cards, and you could have people's birthdays listed on the back. Because right now, like, I keep birthdays just in this, gosh, from, yeah, see, there's a picture in there. From Erin Condren. It just came free with the planner, so I just keep my birthdays in there. But it'd be cute to have, like, a laminated ring stack with the cards. You could have birthdays on the back. That'd be kind of neat. Definitely a cuter way than this little book that I've had for years. But trash. I need to put trash in there as well. I am surprised that Jensen is still asleep. He's stirred a couple of times, but he has not actually woken up. It's kind of nice. I can't say that it will be like that for too much longer, but I am hopeful. I am going to go ahead and put this George sticker there, and then I need to put a dinner sticker with "We're going to my dad's." And then we will move on. I don't know what I'll put above that, but that is for me to figure out on Tuesday. So this is what Tuesday is looking like. Again, pretty standard stuff. Going on to Wednesday. Nothing! We have nothing planned. Nothing. I'm looking at my cheat sheet. Sweet. We have nothing planned on Thursday either. Or Friday or Saturday or Sunday. Like, we don't have plans next week, which is going to be really nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna start, like, laying down functional stuff then. Oh, shoot. Well, we're just gonna be very leaf heavy. The only, like, grayish taupe sticker I have is the exact same full box pattern that I had on Tuesday. What planner are you using? This one is my Erin Condren Vertical Neutral. So it's my main planner. It is the standard vertical size planner. Nothing special. I do believe that this will be, what size kit do you use? So this is a vertical sized kit, but I use horizontal in this planner as well. I go back and forth. The last several kits that I've ordered, again, have now been the horizontal size, so I go back and forth between what I like. Sometimes, because the full boxes are longer and the checklists are longer, it just takes up more of my day. So I know if I have a very slow week and I want to be able to use more decorative stuff in my planner, using the vertical size stickers works to my advantage as far as having a layout that I like. If I know my week is going to be a little bit more busier or there's things that I want to put in my planner, I'll use the horizontal size because they're smaller and then I can fit more things in the column. So that is kind of where my thought process is most of the time. This week we don't have a lot going on. I was looking through my stack of fall kits. I have like a stack of fall kits and I just thought that this one would be pretty good since I've only used it once in its lifetime. Here's Wednesday, so this is the first half of the week. So we will just get to laying down more functional stuff as we go. Thursday, I don't even have like anything little to put in there. So I think I don't want to use the leaves again. Not that I don't want to use the leaves. Thank you for explaining your thought process on the kit size. You're welcome. I know it's, I feel like I've had the same planning style for so long. So sometimes I switch it up for fun and then I get panicky and I'm like, I don't like that either. So I've planned this style for a bit. I change up little things here and there, but for the most part, I'm pretty boring as far as when it comes to my layouts. Let me put down Friday and then I will show you guys where I'm at because I'm just kind of throwing stickers down at this point. I do need to put my football stuff in here, like my football schedule. It was on my to-do list to get done before I went on vacation and I didn't get it done. But we enjoy when we watch all the Dallas Cowboys games because I'm a fan. And we try and then watch all the Chiefs games because we live in Kansas City. And then now we have football on all day on Sundays, but we try and make a point to watch the Cleveland Browns games as well because that's my brother's favorite team. Kind of funny. We kind of just cheer for whatever. I love your shirt. Where did you find it? So it says, what does it say? Just one more chapter, and it has a stack of books on it for YouTube because you can't see. I actually got it from work. Every year my main school that I work at does a not boring efficient because it works for you. Boring efficient because it works for you. Oh, my planner layout, yes. It does work for me. I think, like, when I first started planning, the big thing everyone wanted was this thing called Planner Peace, which I still feel like people use that term quite a bit too, but this layout, like, once it just started working for me and I switched things up little bits here and there, it gave me Planner Peace. Like, it's functional for me, but it also is beautiful in my opinion. I love aesthetically the way it looks. It's not always super rigid. It's got some flow to it. I try and keep things pattern-wise, like I try and keep things mixed up but not enough. But anyway, back to my shirt. We get them at work every year. They do a different reading themed shirt. So this was several years ago. It is one of my favorite t-shirts that I have. It's super cute. Let's see. What else can I put down on Friday? I don't have a lot. Let me take a coffee break. Then my coffee's getting cold because I talk way too much. But again, if you guys have been around for a little bit, you already know that I talk a lot anyway. I'm gonna need to heat that up. Or drink it iced at this point. Friday. Oh, I have a weekend banner that I need to still use too. I'm gonna keep that page right here. I'm gonna forget to do it. YouTube is gonna be screaming at me later. They're like, lady, just shut up. Put your stickers down and let's go. Friday, it is my husband's payday and it's Freebie Friday, which I already put in there. So aside from that, we don't really have anything planned. I am gonna go ahead and use this full box It's a functional full box with a little tiny bit of deco. I'm going to put it in, maybe not, maybe I'll use a little bit of white space. I'm going to put in a half box first. I think I'm digging these colored half boxes instead of the white, like note style half boxes. I'm gonna put the full box down. Ooh, I need to space things out. This isn't working. Well, we're gonna make it work. Okay, there's Friday. Let me show Instagram. That's what Thursday and Friday's looking like. I know it's reversed and flipped on your guys' screen. I think I could maybe probably fix it, but I'm not sure how. That's too much brain power at this point for me to use. Let me put the weekend banner down so someone doesn't yell at me in the in the YouTube comments when they're going back and watching my video and they were like, "You didn't do it!" Someone always does. Someone's got to hold me accountable. I need it. Like, I need all the reminders in the world sometimes. Okay. Saturday, Sunday, we don't have plans. So I'm gonna slap down some functional stuff. I'll end up filming my plan with me at some point during the week, I think. But we don't have plans next weekend, which is nice. Okay. What am I looking for? Full boxes. I've got leaves in this mustard color, mustardy olive. I'm not really quite sure what this color is. In person, it's definitely more green than a mustard, but it's definitely more yellow than an olive. So split pea color. I don't know. I guess we'll use leaves because I just used the pumpkins on Thursday, so they're already on this side. What do I want to do? I've got half boxes galore in this color. Oops, that is not going straight at all. If anyone has any last minute questions for me, because I'm about to wrap up this video, ask away and I will answer and then hop off. I'm going to put down Saturdays real quick. I'm going to use this other quote box that I have. I think I'll put it all the way to the bottom of the day. And then got some, I haven't used a lot of quarter boxes in this kit. I have a lot left too. Maybe I'll use a couple. That might be kind of cute. Alright. Favorite pen on the Skd Stickers. The Pilot Ultrafine. Absolute favorite. Pilot Ultrafine. This is one that I don't even know if it's still in stock. Tasia used to offer them on the website. I get mine in bulk on Amazon, like a huge box that they come in, and I cycle through them because I feel like sometimes when they start to dry out a little bit, the color, like the pigment on the sticker, starts to dull, so I just chuck it because I have a huge box, like a huge stash of them. So that's my favorite. The Sharpies, the fine points, they squash for me too much. I really like the Pilot Ultrafine, the tip. I can't really show Instagram because you're not going to be able to see it, but the tip on the Ultrafine Pilot is very pointy. So as I start to use it, it goes down a little bit. I don't know. I like that one the best. The next question, do you enjoy being a PR for Sweet Kawaii Design? I do, so very much. I love it. Tasia definitely spoils us for sure. she is the best person to PR for. She's very organized. Everything is done, like, just, it's so nice. I sometimes feel guilty because I've been on the team for so long that I'm not putting out new content. I don't have time to figure out, like, Instagram reels and do all these fancy things. The most I can contribute is, like, my picture posts that I do on Instagram. I need to get back to being better at commenting in the group and being active on there. I kind of feel like I've taken about a 3-week hiatus from life in general. But and doing the YouTube videos. Doing the videos takes a long time. I know it doesn't feel like it, but it does. To get the video, to edit it, to upload it, it takes a lot of time. And so I don't know. If I gave up the videos, like doing YouTube videos, I could probably figure out the fancier stuff. I'd love to be on TikTok. I'd love that, but I just don't know if that's what I want to do with my time. But I do. I so love being a PR for Tasia. One of the nicest people in the world, very much like my same kind of humor and personality. So it's, when I got to meet her, like, right before COVID happened, it was one of the best trips ever. So nice being able to go with Darshell to meet Tasia. But I do. I love it. That was a great question. Have you tried the Pilot multi-ball? I have not. I probably won't. I just have seen too many people have kind of wish-washy kind of feelings on it that no, I probably won't. I know I've also seen a lot of people really, really love them, and I don't know. I like what I like. I don't want to try anything new. This is like perfect timing though, because Jensen just woke up, so I am gonna hop off Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm gonna finish up the video here on YouTube, and I will go back and show the last couple weeks. So here's the second half of the week, and you'll see the full spread on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye guys. I never remember how to end this. Bye. Alright guys, here is my finished spread for the week. Definitely not a very exciting week, but please let me know in the comments if you participated in some of the Instagram Live, and if you guys enjoyed kind of being able to talk and see me and then see this video after. I'm going to play around with it. I kind of enjoyed having people to talk to, and I think this is exactly what some of you guys wanted. I mean, not exactly, but like, we're getting in the right direction. So this is my plan for this week, and as promised, I want to go back and show you guys the last few weeks. So this was the very start of our trip. We left Friday. So I've got my couple of days here from Saturday and Sunday. We loved this children's museum in Terre Haute. I can't remember how you say it, but we loved it. It was like the perfect start to our trip. And then the Columbus Zoo, so much fun. One of the nicest zoos, if not the nicest zoo that I have ever been to. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Going on to this week, here is my finished spread for like our full vacation week. Trying to see, like, Jensen tried Chipotle for the first time. That was exciting. We did Hershey on Monday. We went to New York City on Tuesday. Left New York City. Went to New Jersey on Wednesday. This little aquarium was so cute. It was so tiny, but it was like the perfect size for Jensen. It was dead. Like, there was hardly anybody there. The people there working were super nice. Super great find. Thursday we were in Jersey all day and it rained, so we got to do some like indoor play places. Friday we did a little bit in New Jersey in the morning. We got to take Jensen to the beach, and then we went to Delaware, Pennsylvania area for the rehearsal dinner, and then the wedding we had on Saturday, and then Sunday we literally drove home all day. We just drove, didn't stop driving till we got home. So definitely a good vacation though. I'm very tired. A lot of fun though. And then this is the week currently that we are on. It's actually Saturday, so you can see that I haven't gone back the last 2 days. So this is what I'll be doing tonight once Jensen goes to bed and I get my video uploading. But yeah, so that is how this is coming along, and then the week we just planned for. So I do want to show you guys my PR freebie from Sweet Kawaii Design. You can use my code Kayla10 to get 10% off your order, and then you'll get this freebie. But you also have all of the other wonderful ladies and their PR codes too, so definitely collect them all. This has been my favorite group that we've had so far. They always are though, every time we change. So that is it. Like I said, comment below if you guys enjoyed this, or if you didn't enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts, what I could do to change it. So that is it, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys.